Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm just a quick visit to an old cemetery in Leeds. I was told about this by one of my correspondents. It was originally called Woodhouse Hill Cemetery when it was opened in the 1800s. It's now Hunslet Cemetery. It's split in two by this road. Apparently the older bit, I've just had a look on the internet, is in this eastern part. So I thought I'd take a walk around it. I've done a previous visit to an old cemetery, the Woodhouse or Leeds General Cemetery. I'll drop the link below to that. So without further ado, let's have a look round. It's the chapel there. Again, a little bit like the cemetery over at Woodhouse. We call it the Leeds General Cemetery, so we don't get confused, as this was originally, as I say, known as Woodhouse Hill Cemetery. As with that cemetery, when this was built, I'm absolutely sure it was out in the in the middle of the countryside, on the very edge of Leeds. This is fabulous though. This is what that cemetery at the university would have looked like before they took all the gravestones down in the 1960s and turned it into a park. As always, I was just on my way from somewhere to somewhere else, and I decided to come here. So I don't even know the name of the road at the end, so I'll do a little bit of research afterwards and put it in the description. So we are probably, well, I'd said we're in Sturton because there's the new park and ride bus terminal just down there, I suppose, on the edge of Hunslet, Sturton and Middleton. Never seen that before. So it's all collapsed, hasn't it? Please do not enter the fenced off area. It's a shame, isn't it? I read before there's some cultures, I mean, like everybody, I've lost people and don't know many people who've been buried, apart from my older relatives, generations back. mostly these days people are, I know, seem to be cremated. I'm coming over here because there's some incredible headstones. Look at that one. But yeah, most people I know nowadays are cremated, and so their ashes are wherever you've scattered them. And a lot of your relatives, you don't know where their ashes are scattered, or wherever they've left them. That's unusual. Resting on bricks. So these are like 1900, 1935. I guess the newer ones are as we come down the hill. I'm guessing the older ones were the ones where we first came in. It's a bit sad, isn't it? There's some even disappearing in the trees. But yeah, this does make me sad because I read about countries where they revere their ancestors, even their ancestors they don't know. But here, we don't seem so bothered, do we? But again, these things, they're kind of museums, aren't they? Stroke nature reserves. So there's a place for them. And I'm sure. And like a lot of the old buildings we see when we're on our walks around the city, these deserve to be protected in the same way. These are which I think is in poor taste at the university's cemetery, St George's Fields. These are what they made all the footpaths out of. So they're not so rich. They were buried one on top of the other. The stones there, when they were all taken down, were either, the university said, buried, or they've used them to make footpaths out of. And I do intend going round and recording. Basically all the footpaths. Not sure how popular that video would be, but making a record of the stones. It's a Commonwealth War grave here. You can always tell them by the white Portland stone that they're made out of. Somebody, Rifleman Bradshaw of the West Yorkshire Regiment, died on the 6th of March 1917, no doubt in France or Belgium, a long way from Hunslet. I have no idea what's going on down this very bottom end. Not a lot by the looks of it. It wasn't very big, was it? If this was the original part. Maybe 200 yards. I wonder if there was burials down here, but they've got overgrown. Let's go have a look over the wall, eh? So there's another modern part of the cemetery just over the wall. Just trying to figure out what the covers were. It looked like an outdoor market with a roof, but it's actually covers for the cars, which does seem a bit excessive, but then it looks as if they've got solar panels on them, which makes sense. So that's the Sturton Park and Ride. Haven't been on that one yet. You can get a day ticket for £4, I discovered the other day, and you can go on all three park and rides in one day, so I might do that and make a video about it. But that's the M621 that you can see in the distance. We did a video about that a few weeks ago. I'll drop that in the links. It's just going. And then just there, that road snaking up the hill, that's the ring road at Middleton, and we made a video about that as well. So I'll drop that in the link. As also I will drop in the link the video about the cemetery at the University of Leeds. But this video is not about buses, it's about old Victorian cemeteries. I won't go to any of the newer parts. I think I'm just going to stick with old Victorian cemeteries. I know there's Beckett Street Cemetery in Leeds. That's on my list of places to go. So if you know of any more, do let me know in the comments. Seemed to be the Commonwealth War Graves here, but they're not all together. They're just scattered about. Should I visit them all? Doing anything else with my time on that? Except editing blooming YouTube videos. Blimey, what a job that is. Like making them, editing them, what a chore. Signalman Gaunt, Royal Signals, August 1942. Private Edge, King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry, 25th of November 1916. Looks like rain. It's amazing the condition they're in, isn't it? They do a great job. The War Graves Commission, they look after these gravestones of our soldiers and sailors and airmen. Wherever it may be, wherever they may be in the world. This is Sapper Fitzpatrick of the Royal Engineers, 29th of March 1919. It's got to be on this headstone. There's a thing, eh? Apologies to any service personnel if I've missed their gravestone. And apologies to all these other people for walking over theirs. Private Porteous, King's Own, Yorkshire Light Infantry, March 1919. Every town, every village, every community. Private Gill, Duke of Wellington's regiment, February 1919. War is a pointless exercise, and we never learn from history, do we? Every town, every village in Ukraine and Russia and Gaza and Corporal Edmonds of the Cheshire Regiment. Yeah, it still goes on, generation after generation. Kenneth of the Duke of Wellington's regiment. Sergeant Lewis of the Royal Field Artillery, 1919. Age 28. Yeah, it's just hard to fathom, isn't it, that we've done it since time began. And well, in that last video there was a tree planted in Park Square for the 23 million people that had died in wars since the end of World War II. Driver Sir, 20th of February 1926. Looks like he's buried with his... Oh, that's sad, isn't it? It was... So, Driver Sir, he died in 1946, age 26, and then a lady called Laura Sir, she died in 1981, age 90. Would that be his sister or wife? Sad. Sad. But yeah, we just do it, don't we? 85 million died in World War II. 23 million since World War II. It's over 100 million people since 1939. Sergeant Pratt of the Royal Air Force, October 1944, and Rifleman Wardle of the Rifle Brigade, 1919, age 59. Blimey. That's a story, isn't there? Just, look at these that have gone green. Quite evocative, aren't they? Well, thanks for joining me on this little walk around Hunslet Cemetery, or as was Woodhouse Hill Cemetery. So I wonder if they were buried in like date order, so as these big stones were going in. No, these went in 1894. Rifleman Sykes of the West Yorkshire Regiment. Not sure how these have ended up in here. Maybe there was just a gap. Private Foster of the Canadian Infantry, 1916. Private Hunter, the Army Catering Corps, 1941. Yep, it says on there, brothers, sisters, mums, dads, aunties, uncles, friends. And every war, it affects an entire generation, doesn't it? But then, as I say, the next generation, I seem to forget all about it. Yeah, these are the big ones up here, aren't they? Some huge monuments here. a newer addition of what go in there. There you go, folks. Thanks for joining me. As always, if you've got any comments, if you've liked it, do let me know. If you like this kind of content, do consider subscribing. But for now, I'll say cheerio and see you next time. Great old dog.